All right, CITIUS MAG live from Eugene, and we're down to our final guest after 10 days here at the U.S. Olympic Trials, and I'm so excited to welcome on Weini Kelati, the 2024 U.S. Olympic Trials 10,000-meter champion, headed to your first Olympic Games. How does that all sound?
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me. But it feels amazing. You know, I've been waiting for this moment, so it happened finally. So I'm very excited.
I love the decision that you had to go all in on the 10K. What was that like with you and Coach Haas just sort of in the last month or so? Because you came out here just a couple of weeks ago and you ran a really fast 5K. And I was like, oh, she definitely can double. But you were like 10K only.
Yeah, well, I definitely had a chance to double in both. And I was in a really good shape in both events. But I wanted to challenge myself just focusing on one event that I don't have a choice if I don't make the team, you know? I just wanted to focus on the 10K and get it done.
Yeah. What did you learn, I guess, from like the last couple of U.S. championships where like, you know, there have been sort of like those close calls, and we talked to enough of these athletes where when they fall short one day and they have to come back for a second event, like it's just emotionally so hard to like build yourself back up and like get it back on the starting line. Like for you, was that also something that you experienced like in the last couple of years?
Definitely it's hard because you feel like you're in a good shape, you're ready to go, but you feel like you're short of your goals. It's hard, mentally hard. But no matter what, you have to accept the failures and start working toward your goals. Mm-hmm. That's what I've been doing every time when I lose races. I can't let me like down. Mm-hmm. Every time I work on mentally, because that's the hardest part to get over it. But it's just like it helps just to sit back and do what you have to do to get ready for the next race.
Yeah.
It was obviously you were going in as the only one with that qualifier. So you were the only one that had that safety blanket of sort of having the Olympic qualifier, and no matter how the race panned out, it looked like you were likely. But how important was it for you to be not only in that top three, but that was a mad kick down that final 200 and you were desperate to be the first across the line. Just how important was it for you to also be the national champion as well as obviously making it through to the Olympics?
It was like a relief to have this standard early. You just have to focus on training and see how you're doing. If you can find a couple races to get you ready, and you know that you only need to get top three. So, but I know that's not going to be easy either. So I was trying to process it mentally. So what it takes to be in the top three.
Yeah.
So coming out here, I know I have to be in the top three, but it's going to be hard because the race always got pretty slow, and I'm the type of person I like to go out fast from the beginning. Mm-hmm. But I was just trying to tell myself patience. Patience. I know I've been working on my speed, so I can do this when I was gonna go out within 2K to go, but it didn't happen because there was some people trying to take the pace. I feel pretty comfortable. First, when the pace goes 80s, I don't feel comfortable at all. Yeah. I feel like I was kind of getting tired and my legs doesn't feel comfortable. But I think when Erica comes, start taking the pace, and I feel more comfortable. I feel like, okay, I'm just gonna let them do what they wanted to do, and then I know I have a good kick this year because I've been working on my speed. So that's what I did. I'm glad it worked out.
That final lap, that all-out kick, how did you feel about it? And did it feel really hard? What was it? Was it 64?
I think it was a 66, maybe, was your last lap.
Yeah, I think it was a 66. But I knew that, I'm better than that even. I just don't know how I did it because, it was mentally hard. I know, knowing that I've been here and then I didn't perform well in the championship races. But every time when I feel like I'm gonna fell off, I said, no, I'm not gonna let it happen. This is mentally, I am way stronger than this. So that's why I was gonna give up and within so I tried to go out within 400 to go, but then I was no, it's getting harder then like I kind of talked to myself in the last minute. I said, no, this is like, I am mentally struggling. It's not hard. I've been running a lot faster than this during the practice, so like I get to do it. So that helped me to come back again.
It's the 10K is interesting because you have so much time out there. It's not like a 1500 or even 800s where it's just over like that. So in the middle stages, I know a lot of people talk about that it's so important to stay focused and like stay in the moment. Yeah. Are you talking to yourself in those moments? Are you picking somebody in the race to follow? Are you looking for your like what are the things that you do to stay focused in these long drawn out kilometers in the middle of it?
Well, it's funny. I do a lot of talking to myself. You know, like every single lap I said, no, like, oh, it's going pretty slow. It's going to go hard at the end. And then I was like, no, I'm not going to let it happen what happened to me last time. I got to stay focused. I know I can go with whoever wanted to take the pace. And I know I have a strong kick because I have been working, I'm confident. All I need is to stay patient and like hang on and like use that speed that I've been working on.
Mm-hmm. How have you and Coach been working on this speed? Because you had a kick before and now it's only gotten faster, you know, and you're able to draw it out from even like a little bit farther out sometimes.
Yeah, I mean like, as soon as I start running, I started distance, like a 5K and 10K. I'm a 5K and 10K runner. I never run any short distances before.
Yeah.
So it's hard to go down for me than to go up. So for me, I think I have to do the base work that I need to get the speed. So we've been doing a lot of 200, 300s, and 400 split, and with a lot of fast times. So sometimes it's hard for me to stay on the pace and finish strong, but that's what I've been doing. I've been learning to start easy and then push at the end. So I feel like it helps me a lot to improve in my speed. And when I see hitting PRs and the like 200s, 300s, and 400s, and I feel like, yes, I can do this. It's just like, it was mentally hard for me, but I know it had in me if I work on it.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been working, and I said like, okay, if I can run this fast during the workout at the 7,000 feet, I'm ready to go at the sea level and wherever it takes. So that's what I did.
What's your practice PR for 200 and 400?
28 for the 200.
Okay.
And
Damn.
I was like so happy to break 63 seconds of 400s because I ran 60 my last workout.
Wow.
When I did the 400 reps. So I feel like if I work on it, I can go a lot faster than that. It was just like mentally for me that hold me back from doing this workout. So that was good enough for the championships, but we still need to work on some speed workouts.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's Haas like, right? Because I feel like Haas manages a lot of athletes, and you guys have a lot of training partners and sponsored by different people, and you have that group that you work with. But what does Haas look like behind closed doors? Is he a funny guy? Is he a serious guy at training? Like, what's he like?
Well, I'll describe him very calm and friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd been doing like a great job with either managing athletes or coaching. So like for every single workout, every person in the team have a different preference of workouts, and he's very good at that. Writing down every workout what everyone needs.
Yeah.
So we also he is very good at communicating with people. So if I feel like, oh, we don't need to do this, like we need to change the workout, he will listen then and put wherever he feels that's right to do. So that helps a lot just to get ready for wherever race that coming up.
Yeah. You and I did a podcast together, and I think it was in like 2020, and like it's one of my favorite episodes because your story is just so amazing. And just at that time too, we were looking at 2021, like was a big opportunity for you to, you switched the allegiance to the United States, and then, it was right before like the last Olympic trials. Last night, like this culmination of becoming a U.S. Olympian. I know how excited you were about putting the uniform for the first time for like World Cross Country Championships, but this is the real big one.
That's crazy. I'm still trying to process it
Yeah.
because every time whether I run a bad race or a good race, all hit me like 2-3 days after the race, which is crazy. I don't know if that's the same for everybody, but it's amazing to make the first my first Olympics and just make the team.
Yeah.
I'm very excited, but definitely I'll come the next 2 days. I will have more words to describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess like it's just beautiful because like the Olympics is something that like, you know, when they do the TV broadcast and everything and they have to fill time to talk about you in like the 10K race and stuff like that, they're going to talk about your story. What is it that you hope that like the millions of people who will be watching the Olympics on TV, you know, take away from your story, your own personal journey to get to the United States, to become an American citizen and then represent at the Olympics?
The journey never been easy, but hopefully that inspires a lot of young people, and even whoever following the story will get inspired by it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not easy, but I'm so proud of myself that I still can do this, and I'm here. I made the team. But whatever happens in the past, I think forget the past and start a new chapter, and you'll be more successful in your life. Don't let it just to sink in your mind and let you down.
Yeah.
Because that's not important. It's like you live in the present, and then you get to focus on the future. So I think that's what I do. It helps me a lot. Even though I try to be strong, sometimes, you know, like I'm a person. It destroys your mind, and like it's really hard to deal with. But as I said, I like to talk with the people that I trust, and also I just like to take off from practice or wherever I'm doing, just to focus on my mental health first and come back
Yeah.
to wherever I want.
When it wasn't so long ago that you were a college phenom and coming out of college, and there was, you know, a lot of expectation and pressure. Last night you had another one in Parker Valby. You know, obviously her career has been well documented over this year. How impressed were you by the way that she ran last night? And also, do you offer her any sort of advice or anything that you can give her as she now transitions out from that NCAA system wherever she ends up professionally as well?
Well, like I've been watching her race. I think since she was like a junior.
Yeah.
I know she's gonna be so good in wherever she does, because she likes to lead. She have that kick. I'm a big fan of her. I didn't get a chance to tell her how much I love her. I admire her, the way how she runs. But I was so happy that I get to talk to her. And we had a little chatting in the medal ceremony today. We need more athletes, someone like her.
Yeah.
Because like as you can see, like the 5K and 10K is like crazy right now. Like when you see the times, all like the world records, and it's crazy. But if someone like her, they can make it in the top of the world.
Yeah.
Because like you need to have everything to be a top runner. So like she's an amazing athlete, and wherever she's doing, I feel like she's doing right. I know she's gonna learn a lot when she entered to the professional world, because we've been in college and then running to professional is a little different. But I think she handled it pretty well.
Yeah.
She's doing amazing. I can't wait to see her wherever the professional journey takes her. So
Yeah. She was telling us the funny story about you, her, and Kira right before you guys walk onto the track, and it's like, what would your walkout song be? And there's you and Parker were just like, what? We didn't choose any walkout songs. Parker told us she would pick a Rihanna song. What would be your walkout song?
oh my God, it's hard. I told them the same thing. I won't pick because like I listen wherever. It depends on the mood.
Yeah.
So I don't have one favorite song, so I just pick wherever it is.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
What would the final question for you is just sort of what would make for a successful, time at the Olympics for you? This is your first games, your first time, racing a global championship on the track. Like, what if you walk away from Paris? Like, I know it's so soon after the 10K final, but you're like, all right, like, I would be happy if I finished, 10th in the world or whatever it might be. Like, you were 15th at World Cross Country Championships this year.
What? Cross country. The heat got me really bad at the
Yeah.
end, but I feel like I was on a lot better than that. So I was hoping to finish top 10.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay, this feels pretty good. But then, like, all of a sudden, with 2K to go, I struggled. I finished 15th, which is still good for me because I had the plan A and plan B. Plan A was to go out hard and get top 10, and plan B was to get top 15. So I think I did my plan B, but I'm so proud that like I'm able to finish strong, even though it gets harder at the end. Going to Olympics right now, I know it's gonna be a lot harder than that, even because it's under track and you're doing the same thing, 25 laps, and the same place.
Yeah.
But I have to stay focused. I'm not gonna let I'm not gonna let me to hold me back from what I'm able to do. So I'm gonna train hard, and maybe I will run like 5K before Paris to get me ready and see what I need to improve. And I feel like I'm ready to go. I wanted to have the best race of my life there.
I love that.
Great answer. Yeah.
All right, Weini. Well, we appreciate you coming by, and I'm sure like there's so much more to celebrate like over the next couple weeks. Just let this moment sink in for you. Like, you deserve all of it, and we're looking forward to cheering you on in Paris. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, that does it for CITIUS MAG live from Eugene.
Wow.
10 days of shows.
Hey, shout out to you.
Oh,
Chris,
God.
Chris has been the anchor of this show. If you've only just watched today, he's done about 96 interviews,
Oh, man.
had 49 Ollie Pops.
Yeah.
And he's crazy.